Alright guys, so today we'll be checking out Webflow. Webflow, if you don't know, is like a WYSIWYG tool. I guess nowadays they call them more like no-code tools, but yeah, Webflow is just like a web page design tool with probably a bit more of advanced features. But today we'll kind of just be checking out, going through like the basics really. We just signed up here and we're just gonna be like checking it out, see how you maybe manipulate the tool. Actually, I like recorded this video before, but then like I checked back and like the audio was scuffed, so I had to like do it again. And it's just like um but yeah, the realities of not being a professional recorder things. All right, so but let's just get it going quickly. So in this video we'll just be just checking out how to the basics of the tools, like how to do things, position things, like um and just the basic stuff. So when you sign up with Webflow, which is something you should be able to do just on that sign up page, where I'll probably leave a link so you can find where that's going. It eventually like brings you to a page like this. The sign up flow is pretty easy. You just put in your name, email, password. It asks you some stuff, and then it drops you on a page like this. Now in the left here we can see we have like some things you can click, and they'll like for different like stuff and symbols. If you've ever worked with like Photoshop, you're used to this, almost any Adobe tool really. And so let's just get started right away and just drag some things, because right I'm like I'm a developer, right? So I know like some of these things from like code, and this tool is kind of just like bringing the stuff you typically do in code into like a UI. So let's just go ahead and like check it out. Let's just start by just drawing a container here. So one of the first things you do when you're creating like a new page or anything like that is, if you're not familiar with web design principles, it's just you kind of create some structure in it, some structure in the page, and you try and like make everything really nice and like nicely laid out, gridded, even for some of these things that don't seem like they add anything. So like for the columns here, they kind of just create like two different sections here, and it'll be pretty obvious like why we do this in a second. But the main reason is to just keep the structure and to like make it really easy to like format things and keep things in their place, and do really cool stuff like switch to mobile and stuff like that. So you see here how on desktop, you can click here for desktop, tablet, landscape, and phone, right? You see here how in desktop it like shows left and right, but when you go here for like mobile, it shows up and down, and just nice things like that. Is why we try and keep the structure with these very invisible type of boxes and grids and stuff like that. So quickly here, let's just try and like create something really quick, just to, like get used to like the tooling a little bit, like the creation of stuff. So let's just try and create, I don't know, let's like maybe a little quick little like store page, which will be integrating some of this stuff into like stuff like Shopify. It has some of its own e-commerce features as well, so we'll definitely be checking that out. But for now, let's just kind of play around with this stuff and see um what we can do. All right, so this is like a heading here, I guess. I don't know, let's do like a t-shirt. So let's call this our really cool t-shirt, or really cool t-shirt. Yeah, and that's like our thing. And maybe on this side we have like maybe like the features of our t-shirt. Now I was like, even before I was like searching for this, like what you call like a, I guess like a list or a drop down list, and I didn't really see it. But because I'm sure it's here somewhere, but because I like know it from the code and I don't see it. But what you can do actually, which is really cool, you can just go ahead here and search for like any symbol or tool or thing that you're looking for. So what we'll be looking for here is like bullet, it's not bullet, is it list maybe? Yeah, and list. And so we can have like a list, and we'll just like drag it here. Now see how it nicely snaps in here in that center. I'll show you here where it nicely goes down. Well, see if I like put it outside here, and you can know if you're like, because I struggled with this before, you can know if the thing you're dragging is going to be placed if you see like this extra line here at the top and the bottom. So let's just go and like try and drag this here. See how it takes up like the max width when I take it out. So that's kind of like why we do like all the invisible like boxes and stuff like that, guys. And you can create like whatever structure you want. There are like no rules here that you have to do. You can kind of check out some web pages and kind of go off those. But let's just grab this back here and create a page real quick. So product one, maybe quality one, maybe like I don't know, like really high quality materials. By the way, if you're not going through this as fast as I am, guys, like remember as I did kind of go through this before. I'm still very basic. Like this is like probably like a couple times I've used the tool, but that's some experience with like WYSIWYG. Like I've been an engineer for like a couple years, so I'm sure we'll figure it out and we'll figure out some of the more complex use cases as well in a minute. But I don't know, like really high quality image. Maybe for the next one we'll say great gift to anyone. Great gift to anyone. Alright. Alright. So maybe here, the next thing we'll do is we like get an image. Now it's trying like add here, like you can see you can drag images here, and you see the lines, so we know it's we get the option to like choose image. Now I already like had an image in there from when I was messing around, but if obviously you'd have like your own images. But what I did quickly, I just googled t-shirt and went to like Google images and or whatever. But you should have your own images. If you own the rights to any of these images, please do not sue me. um but yeah, let's just we can choose here to upload from PC, and I can like upload like my bk. Let's might be alright, but that's like my behavior. But I'm not the product here, so let's see. And if you want to delete anything, guys, I was just able to quickly find it with like the delete key on the keyboard. So you just click delete, or maybe I guess you could I'm yet to find the delete key on this UI. So uh yeah, but let's just click the delete key for now. Rip if you were on mobile. um but yeah, let's just go ahead and like add an image for like maybe our t-shirt here, and we already had our t-shirt image. So go ahead and wait. Now in the right, we've messed around with like this left side here, guys. Kind of showed you like some of the stuff, and we see like video, YouTube. You could add your YouTube videos, your buttons, which we'll get to, and like some other stuff, pages, different pages that you can link to, and we'll get to that, and like see the structure and all that. In the right side here, you also have like all these this is like the styling tab, right? You see all the different options you have for the different objects, and different objects tend to have different options associated with them. So here you can see all these options. Thank God, undo works. But like if you want to undo or redo, I guess this will work too. But yeah, let's see if I can like select this whole thing actually and get it right. So different things, different options. We'll just stick with this here for now. And actually let's try and like move this down. So I want this like down some more. So let's try and do that. Right now in code we'll just do like margins or paddings, and so we can do that here as well. Let's just try and get this really nice down here. I'm just dragging my mouse here, guys, as well, so that you know what I'm doing. Can we mess with size? I'm not gonna mess with size right now. Let's just get to it real quick. But let's add a button. Let's add like a buy button. So just like land it out here. We kind of like, and you can like preview so far, but we'll publish in a second. But like let's like add a button. Let's add a buy button. Okay. And kind of to just complete the look from Shopify here. Now it's gonna ask you for like URL. You can add like a URL if you want. So right now we'll just add like google.com, and that's like our URL, because we don't have our store that we're using to or anything right now. But let me try and move this here. So I like the same troubles awesome. Let me kind of like move it. Ah. we get it. Right. Okay. We weren't dragging it to the right column. Like not webflow's fault, guys, or fault, but you do have to be careful of that. Yeah. Let's give this some more space so it's not so close to our list here. So same as like before, you can do margins, padding, and all that stuff. The difference between margin and padding, guys, if you're curious, like uh, actually we'll talk about it in the next one. Let's not complicate it too much, you know, and like let's change the text on our button. So to change, we just double click and we can change the text on our button by right? And if you want like change the styling or whatever, I guess you could make it italics, right? Bold, right? It would be our buy button. Um, yeah. So that's like a pretty basic page for now, right, guys? And when you want to go ahead and like let's see it on mobile. Actually, let's see how it looks. It looks kind of messed up on mobile, but actually let's gonna fix can we fix mobile right now. Right. Looks a little bit better, not perfect, but and when you're designing, guys, like just as like a principle, you that's what they call mobile first. So you should try and do like the mobile first, and then do um the desktop, so that just so that everything looks nicely. Most people these days use mobile, so make sure you always check that. All right, and so right now we're kind of done with done with our basic page. Let's just try and see if this works by doing a publish. So right here, I already kind of like had something published, but there, right when you're just starting, you'd be the same big blue button. I think it asks you to choose like pricing or maybe something like that, or if you want like a custom domain. No, you just go ahead and select the domain, the webflow created for us on its thing, and you just click publish. All right. One issue on this page. What's the issue? Oh, I guess it's like it didn't give me this warning last time actually, but like this is an issue we can actually like just ignore actually, but it's good to know that they ask you this. So an alt image is just like something that should show if the image isn't working. So I guess maybe we can go ahead, see we clicked it and it like let's just add shirt image and I don't know. Let's try and publish again, see if it gives us the same error. All right, so it doesn't give us any error. No, once it's published, you could go ahead and click this button here, and it should open up our page, right? Now we have like a really cool shirt and everything, and this is our like page and should work on like mobile and everything. You can actually I already had this open, and I checked this on the phone as well too, guys, just to make sure it works and or URL actually works there. See, um, it actually works. So, yeah, this has been like the basic introduction to like Webflow, just kind of like messing around with some of the basic tools and everything. Actually, we didn't click our button. Last time it didn't work, so it's surprising to see it work this time. So but yeah, guys, this has been like a basic introduction to Webflow, kind of just messing around with some of the basic tools, getting used to some of the elements and putting elements on the page, publishing and the like. Now coming up in the next one, we'll go ahead and like try and implement some of the more complicated tools. Maybe we'll try and copy a full web page. Maybe we'll try and create like a little front for or e-commerce store, integrate with Shopify, cool things like that, or just mess with some of the e-commerce features ourselves. So I'm sure we'll do both, but yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys, and hopefully this helped a bit.